Emeka, I made a new life here. You cannot be part of it, and I'm very sorry.
Adana, please, I am your brother. I cannot do this alone. Please don't shut me out.
Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived two orphans, Adana and Amaka. Their parents' pillars of support were tragically taken away, leaving the siblings to navigate the challenges of life alone. The close-knit community rallied around them, but the absence of parental guidance was an inedible mark to their young hearts. In the absence of their parents, Amaka, at the age of 15, assumed the role of caretaker for her 12-year-old sister. Life became a daily struggle as they faced the harsh reality of poverty. Amaka, working odd jobs to make ends meet, became the sole provider of their humble household. Despite their hardships, the siblings clung to each other, finding solace in their shared struggles. Amaka loved her sister Adana dearly, and he could not watch to see her lack anything. Through this, he could now do all kinds of jobs in order to provide for his sister. As years passed, Adana caught attention of a wealthy man from a neighboring village. The promise of a better life enticed her, and she made a difficult decision to leave Amaka behind, hoping for a bright future for herself.
Emeka, I promise I'll send for you once I am settled. We will have a better life.
Adana assured him, her eyes both reflecting hope and sadness. Amaka, his voice tinged with desperation, pleaded her not to leave.
Adana, my sister, please don't leave me here. We can face this together, and at the end of the day, we will become successful together.
Adana could not listen to Amaka, for she could now see a bright future ahead of her. Alone and abandoned, Amaka's life took a downward spiral. He lacked food, resorting to begging to appease the growing hunger. The loss of his job further exacerbated his predicament, and Amaka found himself without a home, sleeping on the unforgiving streets. Due to the cold nights on the streets, Amaka fell ill without a proper care, and this became a harsh reality, highlighting the fragility of life in absence of familial support. In his desperate search of a lifeline, Amaka looked for Adana, the sister. Against the odds, he found her.
Adana, my sister, how have you been? You promised to come for me, but I didn't see you. Now I am really suffering. I need your help.
Adana, now accustomed to a life of comfort, looked at her brother with unease.
Emeka, I made a new life here. You can't be part of it. I am sorry.
She uttered her words, delivering a crushing blow to Emeka's already battered heart. Tears welled in his eyes, and he desperately begged,
Adana, please. I am your brother. I cannot do this alone. Please, do not shut me out. We can figure this out together. I really need you.
Without a second thought, Adana chased Amaka away like a stray dog, telling him to go and never to return. Swearing never to speak to Adana again, Amaka forged his own path. Years passed through sheer resilience. He transformed his fate, becoming a successful farmer. He could afford the comforts that once seemed unattainable. Amaka married a beautiful woman, and together they welcomed beautiful children into the world, creating a family built on love and determination. Meanwhile, Adana's life took an unexpected turn. Her once wealthy husband revealed his infidelity, leading to a confrontation.
I know about your affairs. How could you betray me like this?
Adana confronted him, only to face threats of being casted away. As years unfolded, Emeka's prosperity increased. He was now a very rich man in his village. Meanwhile, Amaka got chased away from her matrimonial home. She landed on the unforgiving streets with her child. Adana's life in the streets was becoming unbearable. Now she remembered about her brother Amaka. Adana traversed the villages until she found Amaka in his new life.
Amaka, it's me, Adana, your sister. I need you. My husband chased me away from my matrimonial home. I have nowhere to go.
She cried out, her voice echoing through the village. Amaka, surrounded by fruits of hard work, looked at his sister. Amaka, haunted by the consequences of his hot temper, chased Adana away from his home. The weight of regret and missed opportunities for reconciliation lingered in his heart, a constant reminder of the pain she caused him. His wife, witnessing the emotional turmoil, tried to convince him to feel sorry for the child.
Amaka, this innocent child deserves a chance at a family. Can you find in your heart to reconsider?
She implored, her words carrying the weight of empathy. Stricken with remorse, Amaka rushed outside the gate, desperately calling for Adana to come back. The echoes of his voice resonated through the village, but unfortunately, Adana was nowhere to be found. Panic set in as he asked people to help in search for her, but it bore no fruits. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months, but Amaka never met his sister, Adana, again. The once close siblings, torn apart by the moment of anger, were now lost to each other into vastness of life. The village held memories of their shared struggles, but the bond that once defined them remained fractured, a painful testament to the irreversible consequences of impulsive actions. Amaka, left with a burden of his choices, carried the weight of a lifetime of separation. The echoes of his desperate calls lingered in his ears, a haunting reminder of a lost sister and a chance for reconciliation forever elusive. From that day till today, Amaka has never met his sister Adana, a void in his life that time could not heal. And now, my dear listener, I take this opportunity to thank you so much for listening to this story to the end. I love you so much and you mean so much to me. Please consider subscribing, like, comment and share the video to your friends. Let us meet in my next story. Bye bye.